In this video, we'll demonstrate how to perform a mechanical calculation using the Salome Mecha open source platform. The Shaper module is used to create the geometry. Its documentation is available in the Help section. We start by drawing a sketch on a plan. To do this, we use sketching elements, points, lines, simple shapes. The red color of the sketch indicates the presence of degrees of freedom. In this case, we need to apply dimensions. These so-called partitioning lines are created for meshing purposes. Now, we use the extrusion feature. We could have drawn the hole directly on the first sketch, but for pedagogical reasons, we draw a second sketch on one of the extrusion planes. The radius of the circle is defined as a parameter. We'll see later how to modify it easily. The holes is created. Easy geometry modification via the parameter. Different groups of surfaces are created to apply the problem's boundary conditions and loadings. The Mesh module is used to create the mesh. Its documentation is available in the Help section. Mesh creation here is based on the geometry from the Shaper module. The Geometry module, not shown in this video, can also be used to create, import and repair geometries. Here, we can choose between 3D, 2D and 1D element types. We generate a first mesh. We want to define a submesh in this zone. To do this, we go back to the Shaper module to create an edge group. Back in the Mesh module, we create a submesh on the first mesh with a progressive distribution of elements along the lines. All arrows must point in the same direction. Groups can be viewed. Change their displayed colors. get mesh information. The ASTA study module allows you to create the code ASTA model, run the calculation, and view the results. A documentation of the module is available in the Help section, along with a link to the documentation of all code ASTA commands. Here we start with a wizard for creating an isotropic linear elasticity model. You can also add your own wizard to Salome Maker, or create a model directly. ASTA operators generated via the wizard. Details of the operands used in the command. Alternative method for adding command. Operand selection area. Let's add commands to complete our calculation. We'll apply pressure in successive steps. First, we'll define a function that multiplies pressure per instant. Then, the list of instants to be calculated. Finally, we add their uses to the mecha static operator. The default result contains displacements and constraints at Gauss points. Post-processing is added to obtain deformations at Gauss points and equivalent stresses at the nodes. Summary of input and output files. Calculation starting parameters. Run calculation. View results.